Okay, this is the first episode of Quiet Please, where Rory McIlroy is officially a major champion again for the first time in 11 years and completing the career Grand Slam. And for the occasion, we needed to do a solo episode to discuss everything Mel.
Yes, and for people that are watching us on video, you can probably tell that, well, obviously Kira went to the Masters, but I also went to the Masters, which is why we're all swagged up, aren't we, Kira?
You got to wear it.
I
mean,
know.
we spent a long time waiting to get into the merch shop, trying to strategize in the merch shop, and now everybody needs to know that we went to the Masters.
Exactly. Can we talk about the merch shop? Do you want to go straight into Rory? I feel like everyone, I don't know. I mean, I think
maybe let's start with Rory and then go to merch.
Okay, I mean, I don't know which one's more significant. The amount of money we both spent on the merch.
Both are very historic, but that's a perfect, because like all the other golf podcast people are like, Rory, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, so what about the merch?
What did you buy in merch? How much did you spend? Oh, dear me.
Okay, we'll just do a quick touch on, a historic day.
Yeah, just a little bit. No one's really that interested what Rory did.
No. So we kind of texted a little bit during the round, and when he came out and doubled the first, I was like, oh my God, are we really doing this? Like, can we just have one nice, normal, no stress day? And that was not our journey, but that's okay because it ended up being like the most insane. I've never had those emotions about a round of golf or a sporting event before.
Yeah, it was nuts. Just a side note, I actually missed the double in the first because Carly decided to do some sort of photo shoot, which she was feeling herself yesterday on Sunday, and she made an Aperol spritz, and so she doesn't do that very often.
Lovely.
And so I don't know, we went to like a farmer's market in the morning, so she got like dressed up, and so she was clearly feeling herself. Yeah, so she spent probably, I mean, Kira, I'm not shitting you, she probably spent a good 10 minutes just taking selfies with me in it. I didn't want to be part of it.
Seems like a normal thing that I would do. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't see what the problem is.
Unfortunately, I missed the double bogey, but luckily someone did replay it back to me and told me what happened. But yes, listen. So
someone
thanks,
as in like social media?
Yes, literally.
Okay.
Literally. Because the TV in our playroom, it's like an old TV, so it won't play back. Like our normal TV will. So I genuinely don't think that literally millions of people were pulling for just one person to win. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Sorry, for one person?
Yeah, one person to win a golf tournament in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody felt like this was Rory's time. Like, the way he was playing coming into it. Even in his, when he was talking to the media, I felt like he was very confident, as he should be. And usually he's not. He likes to be a little bit more under the radar, but he was a little bit more bolder, I felt, this year. And I mean, that shot he hit on 30, was it 13? It was, wasn't it? Par 5, where he blocked that wedge 25 yards and hit it in the water.
Yeah, that was 13. But then he had the shot of his life on 15.
Yeah, I know. And then he had a great shot on 17. He definitely made it hard for himself, but I was, okay, again, though, fair play to Justin Rose as well, by the way. Someone who's in their mid-40s and still playing incredible golf like that is pretty remarkable in my opinion.
And this is his second major in a row where he finished as runner-up.
Yeah, and he's lost in a playoff as well, hasn't he? Didn't he lose to Sergio at Masters?
He did. I think 2017.
Yeah, something like that. But listen, we were texting like you said, and I genuinely had tears in my eyes. I was so made up.
I was full on sobbing.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll show you the photo. I don't know if you can see this. Which one do I look really ugly in?
Oh,
perfect.
Oh, you are genuinely really upset. Oh, I mean, tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Yeah.
Tears of joy.
Well, I mean, sports are supposed to make you feel something and take you out of your normal life. And that's what this was. And obviously it was the buildup of having come so close before and then the playoff and everything they had to go through the four doubles and, all the close calls at US Open, at the other majors, blah, blah, blah. So it was when you see somebody have that sort of a human reaction, fall to their knees and let out a scream to rend the air of all of this pent up energy and emotion, you can't help but feel that.
Or
at least I can't.
No, I agree. I mean, I think as well, like fair play to broadcast as well. Like they literally just went silent for about 5 minutes.
I love when
was
they do that.
It just like that everyone then felt the moment in a way. Yeah, I love it when they do that as well. And I think that it was just every single interview I've kind of listened to afterwards, he said it was not necessarily joy, it was just complete relief.
Yeah.
Like he's had this
he would have been, if he had lost.
Dude,
I don't think there's any coming back from that.
I know, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, I mean, I could not be happier for Rory. I grew up playing junior golf with him, and he's obviously always been very, very special. And he's just, he's an incredible guy, and he's incredible for the game of golf. And for him to be honest, to see it and witness it, as well. Like I remember Tiger doing it, but obviously I was like 13 when he did it. So to witness it as an adult, someone who's played professional golf, I'm like, holy shit, that is it's insane.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, even my mom was watching. Right. She watches some golf TV for me. Like she'll turn on the channel when she knows the channel, aka Golf Channel. She'll turn on the channel when she knows I'm reporting or something like that, but she never sits and watches a tournament ever.
Right.
And she's texting me saying, "I hope Rory wins," and that's just that.
That's just so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even for Harry, his team, Harry's been taking, his caddy has been taking so much shit over the years. I don't know.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. I'm like, what has he got to do? He's obviously Rory's
also,
busy.
Rory's been playing amazing golf.
I know. I feel like they kind of treat Harry a little bit like a football manager. If Rory plays well, it's Rory. If Rory plays bad, it's Harry.
Yeah.
So I love that for them. They've known each other since 7 years old.
They also haven't, they also hadn't won a major.
No.
Since Harry got on the bag. So I think that people then started to pile on or whatever, which is stupid.
It is stupid. But yeah, I just thought the resilience of the lad, and I mean, I thought it was just crazy. It was honestly an absolute privilege to watch in real time, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. So that day I worked some Golf Channel stuff in the morning for reporting from live from, and then I went and did my other job for masters.com, and then I was kind of done for the day. So I finished around 2, right before they teed off. And I was sitting in the press building, and I watched the double, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't sit here and watch this. I was getting so much nervous energy. So I hadn't had a chance to walk the back 9 at the golf course the whole week yet. I'd done the front, and I'd done a couple of, I've been down to Amen Corner a couple of times for content stuff, but I hadn't actually just had a nice leisurely walk by myself. So they were playing the front, and I decided I would just go and walk the back. I saw Max Homa, I saw Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland. There weren't that many people. It was a nice little solo celebration for me to end the week. And then I made my way back up. I started going back towards the clubhouse, and I ran into the leaders on 9 green. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to stand here and watch from afar. And I watched them make their approach shots, take their wedge shots. I watched them go up to the green, and I think Rory made birdie there, and I think Bryson made par, but I'd have to double check that. But I just wanted to stand there for a second to feel the energy. It was insane. That's people so cool. Screaming, people screaming for Rory, people screaming for Bryson, people screaming with joy. And it was like a human wall that I could barely get through. And that was enough for me.
Okay, I have a question then. And I think I kind of have my own opinion on this, but do you think that's because the no phone policy at the Masters for the patrons?
Totally.
It's so different. I can't explain it to people in this day and age. I'm like, it is so different at the Masters. Everyone is just humans.
Yeah. It's they're like, oh, this is how we were meant to be.
Yeah, you go in and you get a sandwich. We'll go into this later, but you go, hey, do you mind if I stand here as well? And they're like, oh yeah, no, what do you do?
Yeah, and then you start chatting.
Yeah,
and
instead of just being on your phone and taking 85 selfies.
And one of we do love a selfie, but in that scenario, shout out Carly. But in that scenario, it's nice to be able to put it down and just truly be so in the moment. Yeah. And one of the unique things about the Masters tournament is you don't know what's happening around the golf course. The only way that you know is that when the leaderboard changes and the people doing the little leaderboard thingy
and the noise.
So they'll change it, and someone will go from 13 under to 11 under, and everyone will scream, and like that's such a cool, like that doesn't happen in any other sporting event.
Great point. Yeah, it's incredible. Everything's kind of present in real time. It's just amazing.
So but anyway, that was all I had the stomach for in terms of like the people. So I went back into the press building. I watched a little bit more. I watched him make double again, and I was like, all right, screw I can't be here anymore. Then I had to pack. I had so much shit to pack.
Well, you did take a fucking wardrobe and ship sticks like 85 suitcases.
I had so much stuff to pack. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to the hotel. I'm gonna pack. I'll watch. And of course that was a disaster because he's trying to win and I'm trying to watch, and I couldn't focus on the actual packing. I folded 2 sweaters and that was it. And I was up forever trying to do that. But anyway, it was an amazing day.
Incredible. I think that's one of the best sporting like events or moments I've ever seen. Ever. Honestly, it was awesome. Like it is very much reminiscent. I know this is just my opinion, but like the way that Tiger won in '97, that made me feel it was kind of very similar.
Yeah, exactly. And the Tiger Slam and stuff. Like, different, honestly, but for similar. Us to now be adults and understand the actual gravitas of that moment and what it took, and when because of what we do in golf and our personal relationships with everybody, it's like, I don't know. I was cut deep sobbing.
Same. Yeah.
And just the way, like watching him go down the tunnel of people and the like it's hitting him like, oh. so many emotions.
So anyway, on to more important topics. The merch. Fucking hell.
So I did get to see Mel in Augusta, Georgia. She did not text me back when I asked her what her plan was.
Because I was at the
Augusta
Masters.
National.
I was already in the Masters.
No, I texted you the night before.
Oh, well, I was drinking wine.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. Okay. So I didn't get to see you on the actual grounds at Augusta National, which is whatever. But I did get to see you that evening, which I'll take. I'll take what I can get.
So,
but how was your day at Augusta?
It was
without me.
It was great, thank you. Obviously, would have been better with you there, Kira. But
whatever.
Went with Cassette. I think in total we saw 3 shots, and we were like, "Screw this, let's go to the merch." So we went to the merch. I did panic buy. I do it every year.
You gotta have a plan,
dude. It really pissed me off. I literally just panic buy, and it's just I'm so annoyed I didn't get certain things, and I'm like, I don't take my time. Okay, there was a grey like sweater thing that was just really cool. I saw like loads of people with it after the fact I've been. So I wanted that. I feel like I wanted with cap like you're wearing. I bought like 18 caps and not that one.
I saw this one last year and or it was a similar. It had like the rope hat thing. Yeah. And I didn't get it last year, and then it was back this year. So that was my.
It looks very
zeroed
cool.
in on that one. So
hopefully the gnome salt and pepper shaker. I wish I'd have got that. There was like a cool like wallet, like a bag where like I could put teas in and stuff. I should have got that. Like a little like toiletry bag. I wanted to get that, but you know what? I did. I panic buy, and every time I do it, I did it last year as well. I walk out, I'm like, I'm so annoyed at myself because But then again, you're buying so many gifts. Like I just get overwhelmed, and I just like. My brain works
I wrote
too
myself a list, and I was so proud of myself.
Well, that would be the sensible thing to. Oh. Well. Did you do quite well in there, though? Did you have a successful trip?
I was successful. The thing I was most proud of was a gnome ornament.
Oh, the Christmas one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got that last year for us because I love Christmas. It's my fucking jam. Yeah.
I also love Christmas.
Literally, Kira, 1st of November, it's Christmas. It's a season, Christmas. Not a holiday. But you know you can only buy. But you know you can only buy one of them. Did you know that? Because I tried to buy 2 this year.
I don't have any. I only have 1 tree a year, so I think.
That's I bought one for my mate this year. My mate's at home, so I tried to buy a couple for a couple. But you can only buy one.
Thinking of others, I'm just thinking about my own Christmas tree.
But yeah, you can only buy one of them. Sorry, I keep knocking my camera. But you can only buy one of them. But it is that's a great gift present for yourself. So what else did you buy?
I got a really pretty light blue sweater with the outline of the clubhouse in like a really delicate white on it, which was really pretty. I got a really pretty purse, like a woven purse thing that had like a bamboo handle with the logo, with the
like to put money in it.
Like
no, like a wallet.
Among other things, like a purse that of I would carry,
like a handbag.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice.
I could put money in it.
Oh, I saw them.
I could put lip gloss.
Yeah, they were lovely.
I could put my phone.
I just thought they were nice. They were really cute.
Yeah. So I got one of those. I got a couple of gifts for folks. I got some cool sweaters. I got a shirt for folks. But I didn't go crazy.
No.
I didn't. I think my first year I was like, I have to buy everything.
Yeah.
And this is my third year, so I wasn't.
You're a veteran.
Feral.
You know what you're doing now. Yeah. Oh, I was totally feral. But anyway.
I'm also not big on buying stuff for, like, unless I don't know, you've specifically reached out to me and asked, like, I'm not just going crazy buying stuff for people in that setting. I don't know. It's just a lot. And then you gotta figure out what to do with it, and it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I just bought a lot. Anyway.
How many sandwiches did you have?
Oh. Okay, so when I was there and I only saw 3 golf shots, because you just get chatting to people, don't you, as well? So after the merge, I got chatting to everyone. We're having a few beers. I had like 2-3 beers, okay, so over the course of the whole day being there. So I thought I was quite fine. I had 4 pimentos and an egg salad while I was there. I then bought 6 back for Carly. And on the way back to the Airbnb, I ate another pimento. So that's 5
I heard that
pimentos.
you left like 17 ice cream sandwiches in the Airbnb.
No, that was Cassette. That was not me. Cassette got this.
Oh, I thought it was you.
Okay, but I think Cassette bought them for Carly, and I forgot to take them.
Oh, yeah.
So that would make sense.
It had to do with you.
Oh, it was just blame me. I had to like pack the 5 other pimentos. I had frozen the night before, and so I could transport them back to Jacksonville in my car.
And were they good upon arrival?
Yeah.
Did she enjoy them?
Yeah, she had one and I had another one. So in 2 days, I had a lot. And I was like, God, I feel so bloated. I don't know why I'm not sleeping well.
I wonder why.
Dude.
You know what was weird? Usually I'm a big pimento person, and for some reason this year it wasn't speaking to me. I had one I like to do when you do the like half chicken salad, half pimento, and you squish it together.
Yeah,
I love doing that. I had one
of
those. I had one of those. It was delish. For some reason, I was just like really big on the egg salad this year.
So I was first time I lost my egg salad virginity at this Masters, and it was
congratulations.
It was better than expected, Kira.
I love egg salad.
It was I'm not a huge egg salad person, but it was a pleasant surprise.
I eat a lot of egg salad on the road. Like, you can get it like a prepared.
Yeah.
When it's like in the container or whatever. Yeah. Just I put it on toast for like extra protein and it's fast.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was very good. But yeah, so it was just a successful trip really. And then we went to a party, didn't we? Got invited to a couple parties.
We did. Please. Okay. Yeah. So this was the highlight of my 2 weeks in Augusta. So we went to this party.
Mm-hmm. Very cool party.
Which was great. Thank you for having us. And Cassette, our manager, had made dinner reservations for after.
What our momager. Momager, yeah.
Our momager. She tells us we're doing great sweeties all the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She had made dinner reservations, and we, could not be late because it was like an event. It wasn't just a restaurant. It was like another event that had a pop-up restaurant type of thing. So we had to be there on time. So we're trying to leave, and
do you want me to carry on, or are you going?
Yes, please.
Okay, so to set the tone. So Kira was chatting to Colin Morikawa and Niall Horan.
Yes,
correct. And so Cassette was like freaking out. She's like, we have to go. Like, we really are going to be late. And Cassette was about to go over and pull you away politely. And she thought, I might look a bit weird because I'm a manager. And she was like, Mel, can you go and do it? Because it'll look completely normal if you go and do it. I said, absolutely, no problem. Now, bear in mind, Kira picked us all up and was taking us to this restaurant, okay? Because that was the only mode of transport we had.
I drove us to the party and then was driving us to the restaurant.
So I go up and I politely say, oh, excuse me, guys. Kira, we probably should get going for the reservation. Kira then proceeded to like hug and kiss me and go, oh, it's been so good to see you. All right, well, you have a good night. And I'm like, no, you fucking idiot. You're coming with us. I'm like, you're driving us. So... fucking hell. So, but I don't know what happened next, because then for some reason we switched places and then I got chatting.
I walked away. You said, you idiot, you're driving us, let's go. And I was like, oh shoot. Like, I don't know. I had an aneurysm. I was tired. It was a long day. So then I was like, okay, bye guys. I hugged Niall. I hugged Colin. And I walk away and I kind of get distracted. Yeah, to Cassette.
Cassette's
and
like,
then
where's
I'm
Mel?
standing there with Cassette and I turn around. And Mel is now in the same spot talking to Niall and Colin about your soccer team or whatever.
About Derby County. And then I forgot we were leaving. So, yeah, it was just poor Cassette. She has to put up with a lot with us.
Cassette was like, oh my God, we have to go.
We have to go.
Yeah.
So then you had to come and
she sent me to get you.
Save me again. Oh, God. Honestly.
And on the way out, they were giving out these gifts, and it was like a golf glove, and the girl was taking she was like, oh, what size are you guys? And she was very nice. It was so nice that they're giving us these gifts. What do you guys want? Blah, blah, blah. And she handed me the glove, and I was like, oh no, it's for the right hand. I need a left hand small. Like, so can you go back? And Cassette's like, oh my God.
And then I'm like, oh wait, are these men's? I'm like, oh no, wait, I'll need a small. Sorry, I know I said medium. And I'm like, oh, can I have a different color? I don't even need this fucking glove. I was literally just getting it to get it. Like, I don't even fucking want it.
We just like free stuff.
We just can't help ourselves. And then Cassette just looks at us with these Momager eyes, and she's
daggers.
Like, just fucking leave. Like, come on. Fucking hell. So it was a bit carnage, but we eventually did make it to the restaurant.
We did.
Oh, fuck.
Where we were meeting, it was Amanda Balionis was there. Olivia, who works on our team as well, and Tanja was with us. Yeah,
Tanja was with us.
It was the four of us.
You were driving us,
with our meeting. And Mandy does not like to be left alone, so she was freaking out that that we were late, that they had to wait for us. We get there,
and Kira thinks that she's the princess of the fucking world, and just like drives up to the actual entrance and not the valet. Can you remember that? Where we just
I thought that's
and we were like, hi, and they're like, valet's down there. We're like, oh.
Well,
like, I'm sorry.
Every restaurant in the world has the valet right up front. I didn't realize I needed to keep going to the secret valet entrance.
Oh dear.
We park the car. We go sit down in this thing. So this is actually really cool. So Rayo's is this famous restaurant. I think it's in Harlem, in New York City.
I don't know. I know it's in New York. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, it's a really famous Italian restaurant that's been owned by the same family since the late 1800s, and like the grandson of the original owner or whatever was there that night, and which was really, really cool.
Yeah, really
and
cool.
they just did like a pop up of the Rayo's in New York City and all of their signature dishes, which is so awesome and such a unique way to like market an event or create an experiential thing for clients or whatever. So we had a table at this thing. And they had a magician.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Where did you think I was going with this?
I don't know. I was like, oh, I thought we were just going to. Yeah. Did I tell you he was okay? Let's talk about the magician. So the magician, he was great. I kind of knew he did the whole take my watch off my wrist, and it was all of a sudden on his wrists, and I knew how he did that because I do love a magician. Like I'm a bit of I like to know how they do things. Okay. Did I tell you how fucking weird he was afterwards?
No.
Yeah, so like me and Liv are like having a cocktail at the end of the night, and like he just comes over and he's like, so you married? And I was like, yes. And he's like, oh. And he's like, and he was not chatting me up, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, oh, right. So do you have children? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, all right. And I was like, I'm a lesbian. And he was like, oh. So then he just like immediately turns to Liv and he goes, are you married? She's like, no. He's like, how old are you? She's like, 27. He's like, oh, too old for me.
Too old?
Yes. He was like,
this guy was like 65.
Yeah, I know. And he's like, I've never been a married type, so I'm a bachelor. But yeah, she says, you're lovely, a bit
I'm
old
shocked
for me.
by that.
And I'm like, also, she doesn't fucking find you one bit attractive, you weirdo. Yeah. It was really funny. I was like, well, have a good night. He just fucked off.
Still got it. Still got it, Mel.
Well, no, it's Liv. He definitely was interested in Liv. He was very confused by me.
Liv has always had it, yes, but
and he was pissed off I knew about the wrist thing. He's like, did you like my, he's like, did you like my magic? And I went, well, I knew you took my watch off. And he goes, well, it's your watch. It's like one of them weird watches. I'm like, what you I'm like, oh, fuck. So I already was like, you're a dickhead. But yeah, no, he was weird. He was really weird.
Wait, I thought we were going to tell the story because before him being a creep, apparently, or before him being a weirdo, Mel had been trying to get his attention to come over to our table the entire night. And he finally comes over and starts to approach and like opens his mouth to say hello. And these two ladies that probably had some wine that night, they jump in front of him and they go, under the umbrellas!
That's right.
The umbrella lady! We love your umbrella episode!
He dashed, didn't he?
He literally backed away slowly
he just disappeared. It was the best trick he did all night.
The look on your face was, you were just distraught.
God. I always feel like when we're all together, like me, you, Amanda, and like Cassette is there trying to babysit us, something just crazy, weird shit happens. And bless her. We give her a heart attack. But yeah, that was funny. Those two women were hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
So anyway, we had fun.
We had a lot of fun.
Great time.
It was a good time.
Oh man.
Funny.
All right. There were some other little hot takes of the week and some funny stories.
Yes, please.
Okay, so there were a few other stories throughout the week that caught our attention. We have a few little takes. First one was Nick Dunlap shot 90 in the first round of the Masters tournament, which is pretty rough, and then shot 71 in round 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and I felt like this was really relatable, I don't have very clear thoughts at all when I'm on the golf course right now. Yesterday, it was like trying to hold on to a rope. You can't hold on to it. It's a really, really bad feeling. You just can't stop it. It's just whatever bad can happen does happen. I'm a competitor and I love this game, but it doesn't really love me back right now, which is super relatable. It's sad.
Yeah. I think he's struggling with his driver, from what I'm understanding. There's kind of a word in the golf terms. There's a couple words, actually. One begins with S and the other one begins with a Y. And I think he's got the Y with his...
the yips?
Okay. Right. Wasn't going to say it because it's like, fucking hell, Kira.
Well, we're not playing professional golf.
Well,
you're not anymore.
That's true. No, you're right. Actually,
what do we have?
Give me the heebie-jeebies anymore.
I don't know that Nick Dunlap is listening to this podcast.
Okay.
I don't think he's our target audience.
Okay. Well, if you ever want to come on,
Nick, if he wants to listen, I would love for Nick Dunlap to listen.
Same. But... listen, I think he's got the Ys with his driver. Do you know what, though? Fair play to the lad, because that is ballsy to come back. Because it's so easy to, like, just throw the towel in.
Yeah, he could have just been like, withdraw with back injury.
Yeah, to withdraw with some, injury, which I would honestly say a lot of players would have done.
Yeah, for sure.
Apparently, like, Scotty texted him, like Billy Horschel texted him, like, after that first round, which I thought was awesome.
I didn't hear that. That's so nice.
I feel that's awesome from the guys. And to be quite honest with you, like, you all go through bad stages. Some go through worse than others. I've had some pretty bad stages in my career. There was this one time, actually, I just commentated for the first time, asked to do the US Open a couple of years ago at Pebble. And Anna was on the desk with me. And
Anna Jackson.
Yeah, Anna Jackson. We love her. Like, hilarious.
Anna Jackson.
She's so funny. Anyway, and we were just talking randomly one night, and she's like, oh my God, wouldn't it be hilarious if, like, you won, like, your next event after this? I'm like, oh yeah. She went, or you're going to shoot like 84. And I was like, Anna, don't put that in my head. What the fuck do I go and do? I shot like 80. I had to birdie the last to shoot like 83.
No. Anna.
Yeah. I know, I blame Anna. I texted her and I was like, fuck you. Because when I got to like 7 over, I thought, please, Mel, no, don't. But anyway.
So you've been there, you know what it feels like.
Oh God, I've been there so many times. Kira, I've been
horrible.
there so many times. And like, I've never been
But to do it at the Masters is...
Dude, it's heartbreaking. It really is. I mean, do you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of how fucking nervous must he have been in the build-up to this. because obviously this has been an ongoing thing. I think he's had this for a few weeks, and that's what I can relate to, because the anxiety leading up to the first round in a big event, even when you're not playing great, you're a bit edgy, but like when you've got issues, big issues, but you obviously cannot pull out this event, it's the Masters.
Yeah.
You know?
There's nothing to be done. You're out of time.
Because there is a point where like you go, is this really worth, like, is it going to affect me so negatively that should I just pull out and just look after myself for a week? But I feel like you can't do that.
You can do that any other week.
Any other week, just not
probably
the Masters.
Would have done it at the US Open. He probably would have done it at the PGA.
Yeah, but just not the Masters. Like, it's just such a unique event, and you just never know when you're going to get back.
Yeah, you might never get to go again.
Exactly. And I tell you what, the way he handled himself and the honesty and the way that he went out the next day and shot 71, it wouldn't have even mattered if he'd shot 86, to be honest, 90, 96. I think the way that he just went out there and gave it his best go, I have a whole newfound respect for him, to be honest. I didn't really know that much about him, and that just tells a lot about the kind of guy that he is. And I
think he earned a lot of fans. Like, I think that the media was really fair with him in the coverage of it, because, you know, people can be really mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that, you know, because he did come back and he did shoot a good score the next day and kind of was vulnerable, like the quote was vulnerable. You know, if you just open yourself up a little bit like that, then you earn a lot of respect from people. So So I hope that he finds it.
I'm sure he will. You just got to fight through it. I think that you know, it's
obviously
a fine balance.
He's good at golf. So
he's incredible at golf. It's a fine balance of looking after yourself and taking yourself away, and then or just running through it, like running through the pain and just keep going until it gets a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
Is it true that the amateur peed in the creek?
I believe so, based on his own quotes.
So he said it.
He did. Yes. I think that something was happening with Justin Thomas. He was getting a ruling or something like that and had to use the restroom, and he did.
I don't know. I find that. I don't know. Maybe being a woman, where it's not as easy as for us to do it.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we wouldn't have that thought.
I just wouldn't do it.
No.
Like, I'd hold it in.
The thing about it, though, was afterwards he said, "And I would do it again."
Which do you just think that's like, a little bit of like?
I think it might
young,
be like
you know,
or like also like he's Spanish. It's a cultural thing. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't think that. I'm sure that he wasn't saying it as like a
disrespectful.
And I would do it again.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm sure that a comment was made, and I'm sure that he would never do it again.
Just hold it in, dude. It's not that difficult.
Just. I mean, there's like lots of bathrooms.
Do you reckon someone saw him?
Yes, apparently it was in front of patrons.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite funny, actually. I mean, it's not. It's not funny. Sorry.
No.
It's not funny at all. Sorry. It's so awkward. It's made me giggle. It's probably what I should say.
All right, let's move on. Sergio had real ketchup and mustard energy in his outfit.
Okay. I mean, listen. Okay. So, I think it's a Spanish thing. Okay, because Carlota Seganda, great friend of mine, unbelievable human being, great golfer. So she's obviously very, very passionate about being Spanish, as she should be. Okay.
Yes.
She loves wearing Spain colors, but she looks like normal in them, and like they're not like in your face. Like you know, she looks good in them, right? Like a navy, a
it's
red,
a subtle.
a yellow. Dude, what the fuck was he wearing? No, I'm sorry, I'm not stylish. You know that, Kira. But I thought it was a bit much. I thought it was a little bit too bright for me. Like it was like someone said he looked like Ronald McDonald, and I actually thought that was.
Yeah, I did see that. The only thing that I will say is
this is Kira being nice. Is this okay?
Well, I think that so many people in Golfland dress so boring and don't do anything that, you know what, if you want to do something to stand out and actually make this look like a fun sporting event or something, then like go off, King. Like do your thing, whatever.
But don't you think it's like his label, like his logos, like his sponsor logos and his team logos and stuff were just massive? Did you not notice that?
I guess I didn't really. I was distracted
huge.
by the bright red and the bright yellow.
Yeah, it was like a beer mat on his chest. It was honestly like a beer mat on his chest. I was like,
I don't know. Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
I wasn't a fan. I'm not a very colorful person anyway when it comes to the wardrobe.
I mean, it wasn't my favorite, certainly, but I was like, ketchup and mustard, cool, moving on. Like, I wasn't overly offended.
Like, I love how, like we spoke about this, I love how Jason Day looks. I think
Jason Day looked cool. He looked cool.
I think we've said this before, but I'm really enjoying his style at the minute.
Yeah. I really liked it. I saw him. I did this. Oh, Mel, this was the sickest thing I got to. I think I might have told you a little bit about it, but I got to do this inside the ropes.
Yeah, you
walk
did. Please,
and talk with Minwoo Lee. It was 12 questions on 12. So I got to stand on 12T, walk over the Hogan Bridge, stand on the back of 12 green, go up to 13T, watch them tee off through that little, like this tiny window on the that back tee. It's completely surrounded by azaleas, and you're just like hitting through this little window to this gorgeous fairway, and then walk down from a little bit into 13 fairway. But so that was sick. But he was playing in a group with Cam Smith and Jason Day, and J-Day had on like a shirt that had this like cool collar and like looked like it could be a vacation shirt.
That's
and these cool
so
tapered
cool.
pants, and he had the visor and the glasses, and he just looked like he was like about to step on a yacht, but sporty. And they were so nice. They were like, Kira, is this your first time back here on 13T? And I was like, yes, it is. They're like, we're so happy we could be here to witness you being here for the first time. It was so nice.
That is pretty awesome, by the way, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Like when you told me that, I was like, that was pretty sick. And isn't it like really quiet at the back of it? I can imagine it to be very kind of quiet and like secluded, and it's kind of the only quiet place you get.
But you can look over and see thousands of patrons sitting.
That's so awesome.
So
That's
can you imagine? Okay, so when I was inside the ropes though, and I'm standing on the tee, there are thousands of patrons there, and they're all, well, in my mind, they were all staring at me because I was very out of place. Nobody walks inside the ropes.
They probably were staring at you for many reasons, Kira.
Well, I think they were like, who is this chick and what is she doing? Whatever. But it just, I definitely had a
could you just feel the eyes on you?
The eyes, yeah. And like the murmurs and,
well, I'm sure you rocked it. I think that's pretty awesome.
The video was great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But anyway, J-Day's fashion was great.
Can we talk about your Under the Umbrella, please?
Yeah.
Well, who was your favorite guest? Was it who? Yeah, you actually had some unbelievable guests, so it's pretty difficult. I'm sure
Mandy would be really mad at me if I didn't say Mandy.
Okay, obviously.
She was my first guest, and she really set the tone. Laura Rutledge, who's a broadcaster for ESPN, was amazing. I've known her for 10 years because she was actually Miss Florida, so I've known her for a really long time. Yeah, and it was just, I don't know. She's just such an excellent communicator and tells stories and is funny and is charming and just gets it. And so that was a really fun episode. So our friend of the pod, Mary-Kate Morrissey, was under the umbrella.
I saw that.
So I was so pumped. I wore a special outfit for her that was green and like had little pink accents because pink goes good with green. And I got her to sing a little bit of Georgia on My Mind. Yes. So this was the best part. I was like, you just walk down these fairways and you just start thinking like, and then she picked it up and she goes, Georgia. And she just went. She was amazing. And I was like,
so cool. That is so cool.
So that was like my most proud moment that I got her to sing a little bit on the show.
I will say, like, obviously, I was obviously keeping a very close eye on everything that you're doing because, got to support my girl, Kira. The aesthetics of it all, Kira, top
unmatched.
Top
dog. Our team just did an incredible job. It was, so our main set was set up on the par 3 lawn, and the azaleas and the par 3, oh my God, it was stunning. And plus then the umbrella is super striking. Who else do we have? Those? Niall Horan was great. He was hilarious. Michael Strahan was awesome. Joe Jonas was great. Super fun.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. She was, how could I forget? She was so good. She was like, I've interviewed her once before, and that was more of like a sports interview. Like we're doing a walk and talk in a pro-am, and it was, 5 minutes, pretty quick, and you're just kind of getting through the questions. This is a really nice format where you're just sitting down and having a conversation. So she was relaxed and funny and told some nice stories, and it was nice to see her in that format because I don't think that we get to see her in that format very often.
How is her golf game, by the way? Is it like, is she just getting into it, or is she been playing?
She grew up playing casually with her family.
Okay.
She's probably like a 12 or 15.
That's pretty decent. That's decent. Okay.
Yeah. She's pretty good.
It's kind of what I am right now.
No, I am like that. Not
no,
you.
I am.
No, okay. We had friend of the pod, Michelle Wee on, who obviously is always an amazing interview. Jack and Barbara, that is so cute. How
old is Jack now?
I think he's 88, 89, something
Is he really?
Yeah.
And Barbara's pretty similar age, right?
Yeah.
She looks great.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, they were troopers. But I was like, Barbara, how did you plan your outfits for the Masters every year? And she goes, well, for the first few years that we came, I bought a new outfit for every single day. And Jack goes, you did?
That's such a man reaction, isn't it?
They were so cute. And you know who else we had on the show?
Who?
Bryson DeChambeau, who we didn't really talk about before.
Oh, yeah. No, we didn't talk about, actually.
Yes.
How was he?
He was
good.
He was good. Yeah, he was. They're busy. They've got a lot going on. Blah blah blah. I think that he was really definitely trying to like maintain his energy, so he wasn't like YouTube Bryson, but he was just like really insightful, calm Bryson, which was great.
Yeah,
and we had fun. He was the only player that did it. So
as you would say, okay, yeah,
fair play to the lad.
Yeah, fair play to the lads. Fair play to him on a busy week.
Wait, but as quick off topic, what did you think of Bryson on Sunday? He shot 75.
Do you know what was funny? First of all, I listened to both their press conferences in the evening. Rory's like, I'm putting my phone away, I'll watch a bit of TV, I'll get some food, I'm gonna go to bed. Next morning, I'm gonna watch sport. That's the great thing about your Sunday morning, blah, 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 blah. Probably watch something with Poppy, rock to the course, still will not touch my phone until after the round. Bryson's like, oh, I'm just going to be on my phone. He obviously went for a walk that night and met some random patrons, right? Is this right? And then he stepped in a putting comp.
But then I heard that it might have happened on Friday.
Okay. So
I'm not sure. But yes, he's definitely
but that's who he
doing
is,
a lot of energy expenditure in
and like,
his interpersonal
100%
things.
Like walking onto the tee, Rory just stone-faced, like killer kind of look like, I'm fucking getting this done. Don't fucking speak to me. And Bryson's like high-fiving everyone, like just loving it. Do you know what I mean? And I thought that
Bryson said after that Rory didn't
speak to him
talk to them the whole day.
I know.
Which,
hey, fair. Listen.
Yeah.
It's the biggest day of his career. Like, if you got to do what you got to do. You know?
Yeah. And I don't know if Rory said this or somebody else said this. I don't know. I've seen so much Rory content today that I can't keep it all straight. But it was like, in Rory's mind, he wasn't playing against Bryson that day. He was playing against himself. So I think in Rory's mind, he probably was like, I'm not even thinking about this guy. Like, just get out of my way so I can.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought he would have, the way he started, he took the lead off the second hole. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a battle, to be honest with you, than what it was.
He was struggling with his irons the whole week, is what he said.
Really?
Yeah. He just like didn't
he hit like 1,000 balls all week, like more than that as well.
I don't understand how he doesn't injure himself.
I know. No, it's really, that's a lot.
Good for him
for golf balls. Yeah.
It is an insane amount of golf balls.
I know. But yeah, no, I thought he would have been a little bit more of a challenge. I thought it was honestly going to be them two kind of running away and having a little battle like we did at the US Open. So
yeah, I did not have Justin Rose, Rory McIlroy playoff on my bingo card.
No, but I did not either.
Okay, we'll take it.
I mean, what a fucking fun Sunday afternoon that was.
It was amazing.
I know.
It was amazing.
I know.
What else? Outfit inspo?
Oh yeah, did you like that?
Your video?
I told you I was going to do it.
Yeah. You did. You made a commitment publicly on this show.
I did.
Quiet Plays with Mel and Kira. And I loved it.
Thank you. Carly edited it. Which
I was going to say shout out Carly.
Yeah, thanks Carly. Love you. Took a bit of bribing.
Does Carly listen to our episodes?
Yeah. I like walk in the gym and like, because in the gym that we have at the house and like, it will just be on like loudspeaker.
And you're like, turn it off. I don't want to hear my voice.
My God, I sound like such a bloke.
Well, when you're trying to. Tummy.
No, honestly.
Tummy.
Oh, man. Honestly.
Bleep, what?
But you know what it's like that? You don't like hearing your own voice, do you? Like
I'm
have
used
quite
to
a
it
low voice
point.
anyway. I've been told for quite a few years now, I have quite a low voice for a woman, which is not shocking to many people. But so yeah, she does.
You have a great voice, Mel.
Oh, stop it. So she edited it and then I put the music together, okay? But I forgot to like lower it when I was talking. So I did mess it up. But that's what makes it authentic. It's not my thing, Kira. I'm doing my best.
You should make it your thing because you're like, people want to see you.
Not sure about that. But
they do.
No.
I have so many people come up to me and they just want to talk about you, which I love.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing. This isn't a thing. Okay, my best mates at home are my absolute family, right? The Kellys, Nick, and Brian, okay? Love them. Whenever I do something like that, within about 25 seconds of me posting it, we have a little group chat and they just at me. Like
they're giving you a hard time.
Oh my God, it is a dogfight.
So the big thing about social media for me is pushing through shame. And the shame that I would feel of like what this person would think, or like sometimes my brother-in-law gives me a hard time. Shout out Dan, and they just like love to go in.
Yeah,
and like you can sometimes internalize it.
Yeah, and I know they don't mean it. Like I know they're just literally taking the piss, but I'm so insecure in that. Like this is me being vulnerable. I'm really insecure about doing that shit. Like it's not me. I'm more of like I don't know, just a different. And but so when I do it, and I'm like, come on, girls.
And you're like, come on. Yeah, I know. So
that's really good advice, though.
I think of it as like, you know what? Like I'm posting this. This is my job, my business, my life. This is content that is, supplying some sort of value to people. That's my focus. And like I get really great feedback too. And like it's also like, sometimes for me, like feel like it's like self-promotion or icky and like. I don't know, but I'm in show. This is show business, baby.
It's show business, baby. It's the entertainment business we are in.
Are you not entertained? So
you're
just gotta set it aside and just push through the shame and like, who cares? Who cares what people think?
Yeah, and
they can take the piss and we can all laugh about it.
And it's funny. And listen, I would be the first one to do it as well. So listen, I'm not saying it's. I totally deserve it. But there is that little bit that I'm like, fucking hell, I know what they're gonna say.
Yeah, it's like a cringe factor. Like I was talking to Hallie about this. We did a panel. Hallie Ledbetter. We did a panel for the Anwa girls.
Yeah,
and I was asking her about how she finds the confidence to post the content that she does because it's all it's like skits and she really puts herself out there in a comedy sense. And she said you have to climb cringe mountain, which I thought was
that's actually
funny
pretty
way
good.
of
she's funny. Like she's very good at that though, Hallie.
Yeah, but she
has that feeling.
Constantly because you could put something out that people think isn't funny, and they'll let you know.
Yeah. So. But I guess when we had that interview page, though, she basically said this, didn't she? Like, put out. And everyone that I spoke to, and the kind of that, and I don't want to be an influencer at all. I'm not an influencer. I just want to kind of just promote myself. Like, I'm just not even trying to promote myself. That's the wrong thing. I just want to show me a bit more. Like, so people just, I don't know, just to show them normal.
That's kind of, you're such a unique character because you played professional golf. You have all this great credibility. You also have an amazing sense of humor and personality and this.
Okay, like people. But thank you.
I'm just okay. All right. Well, anyway, I'm never giving you compliments.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm just saying, people like the product here. Okay?
We'll see.
And
if you don't like attention. Just you don't need to look at it. But I'm gonna. Great. But you, you're a pro. So I was trying to do a bit more of your little kickback at the end. Yeah. Do you like that?
Yeah, thanks. I love that.
Yeah, no, I actually tried to do it. So Carly was actually in the room when I filmed it, but the first time I tried to do it a couple of days earlier, and Carly was like, no. She was like,
we can't put this on the internet.
She's like, this is just no. And I was like, what's wrong with it? She's like, just no. And so she gave me bits of director. She directed me a little bit. So fair play to my wife. Thank you so much, Carly.
Bless Carly.
But thank you, Kira, for the comments.
Anytime. All right. What are you up to this week?
It's mine and Carly's anniversary this week.
Oh, how many years?
So 3, but for lesbian terms, it's more like dog years. So it's like 21.
Yeah.
So it's been about 21 years.
That's big.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But we don't really celebrate. We've decided we're not going to do anniversaries anymore. she found this cool thing and she wanted to do it. It's called a family birthday. So like we're gonna make it a tradition that we go out like.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm gonna
me,
cry.
Carly,
That's so
and
cute.
Kai, or when we have future children, like we go out to like a restaurant or we go and do something as a family. Instead of cards and shit. I don't need a card of her gushing her love for me. I know she loves me.
Oh, I love a card.
Well,
Andrew writes me some cute cards.
I'm
Shout
not a
out,
card
Andrew.
person. Well done, Andrew. Absolute legend of a bloke. Yeah, no, we're not into that. So that's
Well,
what
we don't do gifts. Like I would rather, you know why I love a card? Because Andrew is this like very serious, doesn't show a lot of emotion in person, but in writing, he'll like say the things that I want to hear.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah. So that's why I like
That's
the card.
really
But I don't
cute.
need a gift. Like, I don't know. I feel like gifts are weird for anniversaries.
Andrew
Like,
is
unless
your
it's like
gift.
something major. I'd rather do an experience. Like I'd rather go to like a
Same.
cool restaurant or go on a trip
I'm not
or something.
interested in all
I don't need
this
to like open
gifting
something.
and
Yeah. I only want
card
gifts on my birthday and
bollocks.
Christmas.
Yeah, same. Plus Andrew's your gift.
He is. His presence is a gift.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've made this about myself. What are you guys going to do for your family birthday?
For our family birthday, there's a cool ramen place that we've always wanted to check out down by the beach. So we're probably just going to go for a bit of ramen and then a little walk on the beach. Kai's just fucking wants to be outside like 99% of the day. So yeah, we'll probably go for a little walk on the beach after, but it'll be cute. So it's going to be called our family birthday from now on.
So cute.
Yeah. What about you?
That. I also have a lot of family stuff going on. It's the Dixon family annual Hawaii vacation to Maui. They are all already there. And I literally just got off the plane an hour and a half ago from Augusta National. Immediately had to sit down and talk to Mel Reid on the podcast. Priorities. And then tomorrow I'm going to fly out and meet them. In the past, the trip has always coincided with the Masters tournament. So I haven't been able to go. And this is, I think, the third or fourth year of the trip. So I'm going to get to go for the first time.
That's awesome. Yeah. Do they always go to Maui or do they change islands?
Yeah, it's like the same place. It's some like very kid-friendly, like not too fancy resort that's right on the beach.
Okay, so it's not like a White Lotus resort that they did
No.
shame.
Which is a bit of a bummer for me. But
Same. I would have quite liked that.
Yeah, I'm obviously excited to see everybody. But we have like 8 or 9 nieces or nephews. I've lost count at this point.
So there's so how many are going in total then?
Let's see, 10 adults and 9 kids.
Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, that'd be fun though.
Yeah,
it'll be
so fun. Yeah, it'll be great. I am excited to sleep in my own bed tonight, and I'll be great next week. I can relax by the pool. I can have some adult time.
Yeah.
And then next week, I'll get to actually spend a few days at home.
Right. So you're actually at home the following week then?
For like 3 days, and then I'm going to Vegas for the 8 a.m. thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't go to that.
I know.
Got to work over here, Kira. You know what I mean?
I know. But that's exciting though, that you're working.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to New York next week, and then for a couple of days, and then at the early part, and then to this NBC studios to broadcast on the women's first major of the year, Chevron.
Oh.
But yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you know what? Okay, so we have an LPGA event in Hawaii. So I've been a couple times. We go to the main island. So I feel like I haven't really got the best, the most experience out of Hawaii. Like I think I would love like Kauai and like Maui.
You would love Kauai.
Yeah.
So during COVID, Andrew and I spent a month in Kauai. We rented a house.
Oh, no way.
Because I had no work and Andrew works remotely. And it was the most magical, because Kauai is super rugged and like it's not as touristy, and we just rode our bikes into the little town every day, ate poke and shave ice all day.
Oh, stop
like
it.
That Honolulu Bay, and like the water you can swim in, it's beautiful. There's turtles, people are surfing. I mean, and then you can go up and like hike and all the amazing hiking stuff that's on the North Shore. I mean, it's just you got to go to. You're a Kauai person.
Carly said that because she's been to quite a few of them, and she's like, you would like, you change your opinion on it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
So that's
I've been to Maui
list.
before. I'm excited, and it'll be nice. There's some, beautiful hiking and stuff. So we'll do
amazing.
That. Yeah, it'll be nice. I've been on the road for a really long time, almost 6 weeks. And to be honest, somebody asked me about Andrew at some point like over the last couple of days, and I just like started crying.
Oh,
I was just so homesick. I
Yeah.
I was so grateful to be doing what I'm doing, and
Yeah,
I
but it's
think
a
the
lot,
only
isn't
the
it,
only
still?
way I got through 6 weeks was the fact that I was literally working on the Masters
Yeah.
tournament. Like that's, but it was, I definitely,
It's still a lot though. It's a
and
lot.
I just reached my limit of in like chatting every day with people
Yeah.
and like doing all this work and research and creating content for all these different shows that I was working on, and like it's such a privilege. I'm so grateful. I loved every single second of it, but my brain is officially mush. So I need to de-mush over the next few weeks.
You should crush it. So you should be proud of yourself. Are you bringing the
Thanks,
skillet
Mom.
and the travel kettle to Maui?
Hell no.
There we go.
How about there's
There we
room
go.
service in my future. The only reason I bring that stuff is because it just takes forever to like, who has time for a civilized breakfast when you're working?
True.
You know?
Well, you have a lovely time, Kira. Keep us.
Thanks.
In fact, don't keep us in touch. Don't keep me. Don't keep us up to date. Just switch off.
Don't text me.
No.
Okay. Ignore. Do not disturb.
Do not disturb. No problem.
Okay. Well, this was really great. I'm so happy for Rory. I'm so happy for golf. I think it was an amazing historic thing, and I'm happy for us that we got to witness it.
Same. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye, Mel.
Bye, Carol.
Nice voice.
Thank you.